How's it, guys? Welcome to my home studio. My name is Kelly, and on my channel I like to share with you planner videos, art videos, recipes, DIYs, crafts, mixed media, happy meal and hauls, and sometimes I will throw in a lifestyle video. So without further ado, I am going to share with you a recipe Nook Happynichi Happy Planner video. I keep my recipes in my House of Flynn Traveler's Wallet, and I always have this link below. I had someone asking me again where this is from. It's always linked below, so you can always check the description box. I've pulled a few things, the happy quotes, because I like to include a quote on my recipes, and then fun florals. And I was looking at the stickers that I wanted to use, and it was only befitting to use the Japanese cherry blossoms. So it turns out I have 4 fun florals books. Now I was out of this monstera and my hibiscus and these two, and that's why I picked up more. And so turns out I have 4 of these, so I'm fine with that. And I actually had to pull from all 4 to do what I wanted for this layout. So because you can count them up and see how you want it, want it to flow, as it were. So that is what I have done. And this, some of you may recognize, is one of my myriad of recipe keepers. This is a Sanrio binder from the Sanrio store that used to be down the street here from my house, and sadly is no longer, but you can shop online for these. And I keep a lot of my recipes in this binder. So that is what I'm going to pull from. And I've also pulled out a sheet of this gorgeous dot grid blue paper half sheets from the Glam Girl half sheets notebook. And I pulled out my Tombows this time. These are my mono drawing pens made by Tombow, 0.1 and 0.5. And then I pulled a recipe. Now this recipe is super good. It's a really, 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 really old one. This is from when I was like 16, 17 years old. Probably 17. Maybe 18. And the paper, as you can see, is super duper old. And it's a simple recipe. And I have used this recipe ever since, all these years. And I love this. It's pasta salad. So you can make this any way you want to. My younger sister, she doesn't like to eat it, but she likes to smell it. So there's that. I guess we have that in our family because I like to smell paper. What are you going to do? So without further ado, let's get started. Now, I am going to first and foremost get my stickers laid down, and then I will bring you folks back to show you how it looks. Okay, so this is what I have done. I think it looks super cute. These are my cherry blossoms, Sakura. And I picked this specifically because the lady who taught me how to cook was from Japan. She was a Japanese lady named Karou, and she is no longer with us, sadly. But I always make this, so when I do, I always think of her because she taught me the ins and outs of cooking, as it were. So this is it. And this is the back. And I really wanted to have these facing in opposite directions, but with this facing out or onto the page in both locations. Now this is facing the same because you can see the branches here and here. And then this is opposite. So, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write my title with my 0.5, and then I will write my recipe with my 0.1, and then I will bring you back. Okay, guys, this is it. So I named this Kaoru's pasta salad because that is who taught me. And I've been making this for decades, and everybody always loves it. And you can always substitute, give or take, any vegetables that you like. So don't feel limited just by what I use. Okay? I use, and I have to explain this. Now, when I cook, I marathon cook, and I usually cook a large portion of food to serve a lot of people, and I don't really count it because everybody's different, and some people eat more than others, and etc. But this is good leftover, even better leftover, because the dressing seeps really well into the pasta. Okay, so these are an approximation, basically, of what you can use. So 1 to 3 bell peppers, again, dependent on how much you want to make. If you just want to make one container, then just 1 or 2 bell peppers. And depending on if you like bell peppers a lot or not. So I like to use green, yellow, and red, and orange. 1 tablespoon of black pepper, give or take. If you don't like it, you can omit that. 1 head of broccoli chopped up. 6 dill pickles. We use the deli-style pickles for this recipe. It just tastes better than the Vlasic or whatever in the jar. It's a different kind of pickle. Deli pickles are different than your Vlasic dill pickles. Clausen makes a good deli pickle that's jarred, and that's in the refrigerated section usually at the grocery store. But I like to use deli pickles from the deli. So 1 red onion, finely diced. Artichoke hearts, 1 whole jar. And when I say 1 whole jar, we're talking like the Costco size jar. Not that little itty bitty, little dinky thing. I mean, honestly, I just scoff at that jar when I pass it in the regular grocery store because, like, I could eat the whole jar. I mean, one of those little ones, you know, because I love artichokes, and I just do. So there's that little ditty. But anyway, so I use the whole jar from Costco or BJ's or wherever you shop, at Sam's Club. You know, we're talking big jar. Okay? 4 tablespoons, approximately, give or take, of Parmesan cheese. You can freshly grate it. 1 block of extra sharp cheddar cheese. 1 block of jack cheese. 1 block of white cheese. And then I just dice them like yay big into a little square. And if you are in a jam, they sell it already cut at Costco and BJ's. So, but I always just buy a block and cut it myself. So there's that. And then 1 pack of turkey pepperoni. You can use any kind of pepperoni you like. You can get the long rolls of it and then just dice it nicely into little bite-sized pieces. And then I use the Good Seasons Italian dressing, the packets. And then vinegar, like 4 tablespoons of vinegar, red or white, and then 6 tablespoons of olive oil, and then shoyu. We usually use what we used to use, Aloha shoyu. So now it's Kikkoman. You know, what are you going to do? They don't sell Aloha shoyu everywhere. So there's that. And then I use 2 or 3 of those large packets of tortellini noodles. Now, the tortellini noodles with cheese is located in the fresh noodle aisle. It's refrigerated. You can get it with cheese in it or spinach or however you like it. I always get the one with cheese, and they're like tricolor, so they're green and they're white and they're red. It looks super pretty. So What you do is you prep all the vegetables, easy as that. You dice all your cheese. You set a pot to the side while you're doing all that before you start that. And you boil hot water with a little salt and a little splash of olive oil. Then once it comes to a boil, you add your tortellini noodles. And when the tortellini is almost done, you take your broccoli and then you throw it in. Now you can use one of those colanders and just set the colander in there and then throw your broccoli in, and then once it's done, you can just lift it out just like that. Or you can just let it ride in there naturally if you don't have one of those, because it's all getting mixed together anyway. But the only thing you can't do if you do it that way is blanch it. So you only want to throw that broccoli in there for like 30 seconds, and then you want to blanch it in a bath of ice cold water to stop the cooking and to preserve the color. Okay, and then you just prepare your salad dressing, and we substitute the shoyu for the water in the directions, because all it is the packet, dry powder packet of seasonings, and olive oil, vinegar, and water. So instead of the water, you just you shoyu, soy sauce. Super good. And then once you're all done with that, you have your pasta already prepared and it's ready and done. Then you want to throw all your vegetables in and your cheeses and your turkey pepperoni, mix it all up, add a little pepper. You can use garlic powder, and then put your salad dressing all over. Usually I'll use 2 packets of that and double the recipe. So it serves quite a few people. Last but not least, my quote for this recipe is, "Get your happy on." So there is that. I hope that if you guys like this video and you try it, you let me know. And that's everything. So if you like what you saw, I hope you consider subscribing to my channel, and I hope you have a very beautiful day. Thank you ever so kindly for watching. Peace out.